Well, here are my thoughts about prioritizing the first book because I'm gonna get that way I guess works. Good for that. Today I'm gonna talk about my thoughts once again, but more thoroughly this time of manga, Japanese manga adapted to live action movies. First of all, it can be done. I know there's crybabies out there who people who don't like Dark Knight, who doesn't like the first Transformers movie. Yes, the second one wasn't that great, but the first one was. The same people who didn't like Knight Rider, they actually crying little babies who don't accept about what they grew up with, who can't accept change. Personally, I love changes, alright? I don't know anything about it, but he's moving on. But you gotta pick it. First, if you pick a manga, like I said, with a strong fan base, you don't give it to a company, you don't give it to any random company. What you need to do is give it to an American comic book company. Okay? Like Akira Toriyama should give all the anime is owned by his company, the DC Comics. Telling them that's right, give it to Warner Bros. Like I said, mostly for DC Comics. What? Because DC would ask fans what they like. Ask them what fans like. Because, alright, to ask fans. I'm not saying Jungle Lose is good or not, because I'm not getting into that freaking more. But, I just want to say this. When has Fox ever did a movie based on I love franchise, except The Simpsons, but that is their own. So, of course, boy, they're gonna do good. But something like every freaking comic book continuity movie they've done, they fucked up. Okay? Period. They fucked up. Alright? So, I'm just saying, if I do or do not, if I don't like Dragon Ball Evolution, I'm not blaming the actors or the director. I am blaming Fox. Okay? Fox. Because Fox sucks. Okay? I don't blame the actors or the director. I blame Fox for fucking it up. Okay? I blame Fox. No more, no less than Fox. Akira Toriyama, if you're watching this, he can make the decision with Marvel, with DC Comics. They have permission to do your group's character, your company's stories and whatnot, and your company has permission to do DC-based superheroes, right? This way, alliance is formed. This way, you have permission to use DC's characters, and they have permission to use yours. Okay? And before DC even makes a movie, if they're right, if they're smart, they'll make a few concept comics. Okay? To see which one, majority of fans that will accept a non-carbon copy of Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Sailor Moon, blah blah blah. Which one they will majority like, and then make a movie based off of that. Okay? Because DC is smart. This has been done very few times, and usually it's failed. And something like Naruto, I know I'm probably gonna get flamed for this. Actually, I know I'm gonna get flamed for this. I know it's owned by Disney now, but if they're gonna make a comic book like Naruto, I see Marvel. They should give it to Marvel. I know I'm gonna get flamed for that, but that's how I see it. So, like I said, animation studio, Japanese animation studio should have partnerships with American comic companies. And let them try to adapt those continuities to America, because they will know what to do. They will listen to fans and blah 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 blah. You do not give it to a random movie company and just hope it does good. No, this is Japanese manga is basically Japanese comic books. Same thing. So what you need to do is simply give a comic book company the chance to do so. Okay, like Toei Animation says to team up with DC. One of the reasons because that might lead up to someday Goku versus Superman. But moving on, I mean because I know DC will do a good job adapting the Japanese anime to American audience. They just need to pick a comic book company, and DC so far. Marvel's a little but DC right now, you say shoot the continuity, and when you use directors that take risks, it's usually directors that make calculated risks. Okay? Simple Japanese, honest anime, like Toei Animation, and everything, Tokyo Pop, yada yada yada. Give your stuff to American comic book companies. Alright? Just get the comic book companies. American comic books. Okay? Don't give it to the wrong company and hope to God it does well. Japanese, signing Japanese and adapt it. And plus, I'm sure Toei Animation would like to get their hands on a couple of DC stuff. Like trying to make their own version of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, yada yada yada. I know for sure they would like to get their hands on DC's characters and see if they can adapt it themselves, which I would like to see. Okay? But so far, everything they do is something that it's crap. Yes! But what they need to do, what DC needs to do, is that this is what they need to do. Like if I was Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama would have to go himself and look over the production of the concept comics. Okay, the creator of Sailor Moon Toriyama will have to look over its production of the American comics. Now the current people who write let's say they try to adapt Superman. Okay, the guy who currently writes for Superman, who writes the comics, one of the comic writers for Superman, will literally have to go to Japan and look it over. Okay? The people go on this like and hope the guy do a job. No. Some video game movies suck. Okay? I'm not saying they should have absolute control. No. As an advisor, if you're gonna adapt someone to a live action TV, okay, to another culture, someone of that culture should look over production. That's why when the reason Mario Bros. Failed. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I did like it. Okay, was it faithful? No. But on its own, it was a good, decent film. Okay, moving on. Shigeru Miyamoto, you should have looked over production of Mario Brothers. You should have been right there to make sure everything was done right. Don't go turn a blind and hope everything turns out well. No, what you need to do, creators of freaking franchises everyone freaking loves, needs to go to the studios and be an advisor and make sure the material is handled right. Alright? You can't just jump the gun and hope they do a good job. No, you have to ask them. You can only do it if I'm present. Okay? That's it. Sorry about that. Anyway, you should be present. That's one of the reasons Batman and Robin failed. Alright? Tim Burton has a good track. I think something dark, something edgy and dark. That's why Tim Burton's original Batman Tim Burton's universe of Batman worked. Okay, Joel Schumer's didn't work because she was basing off the thing he grew up on, which is the Tim and West bullshit. From now on, comics, video games, and Japanese manga down to American TV, American movies. To make sure you don't, this is for Howard, if you make sure you don't fuck up, make sure you really don't fuck up, to make sure that the creator of whatever is there, or the current writers, the story of that thing you're writing for, is present. Make sure you don't fuck up. To believe it or not, you most likely are gonna fuck up. Okay? Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucked. Mortal Kombat, didn't suck. The first Mortal Kombat didn't suck. Okay, the Resident Evil movies, so. The third one sucked. The fourth one didn't suck. The fourth one actually at least gave us Chris Redfield. Okay, the second one didn't suck. The first one, so. Okay, Mario Bros. Didn't suck, but when it came to continuity though, did suck. And you gotta make sure, also you pick a director that will follow the continuity, that is known to follow continuity. I understand that Japan and America at the present moment are similar right now, but it's two different countries with couple of the. Because here's another example. That piece of shit Spider-Man live action series that was out in Japan, that wasn't Spider-Man, it was fucking Power Rangers. If Power Rangers fuck Spider-Man. Okay? That was it. Okay? That's why we are gonna, especially if you're trying to put American product to Japan or a Japanese product to America and adapt it to that culture, you gotta make sure you stay to the continuity, but also make sure you're doing it in a way that makes sense. Japanese animation and manga companies and American comic book companies team up. Alright? Create a partnership. Alright? You get their stuff and you get their stuff. And vice versa. And they get your stuff. They get your stuff, get permission to utilize your characters, and in return, they have permission to utilize. You have permission to utilize their characters. Simple. Okay. So, it is possible that people are idiots and too lazy to dig it work. Okay. As always, is there a light? Signing out. Peace.